Hello, future crypto millionaires. In this video, we are going to do some quick technical analysis on HBAR. Before we begin, guys, this is your last chance to join our Telegram group for free because in just a few days, it's going paid. But if you join now, you will lock in lifetime access for free. This is one of the fastest growing crypto communities on YouTube where you can scan the market daily. There are thousands and thousands of altcoins out there. So being able to see what altcoins other top traders are watching every single day is very, very important. So hit the link in the description below, join now, and become part of our community. Okay, so this is the chart. We are looking at HBAR over USDT daily chart on Binance. As you see here, back in January of 2025, HBAR pumped all the way up to 40 cents. Then traders and investors took profits, and the price action pulled back, started downtrending, moving inside this falling wedge pattern that I have here on the chart. We have this lower descending yellow trend line that has been acting as support. We had a bounce here, another bounce here, huge fake out, another bounce, over 3 touches. Therefore, that's a very valid support trend line. And also we have this upper descending yellow trend line that has been acting as resistance. As you see, the price action got rejected here, another rejection. As long as the price action is moving inside the pattern, we have to assume that it's going to continue moving inside the pattern until it breaks out. Therefore, since we haven't seen a breakout yet, we have to assume that the price action is going to continue downtrending. So what I'm doing with this is I am waiting to see if the price action is going to stay strong above this support level that we are currently testing. From these highs of around 40 cents to these lows that we are currently at, HBAR has retraced over 60% and it's currently sitting above a very key level of support. So we want to see HBAR staying strong above it, and eventually I want to see a break above this falling wedge pattern. This falling wedge pattern has a very high chance of breaking to the upside, guys, a 65 to 70% chance to be exact. And if we see a breakout here, this can potentially be the beginning of a change of trend from a downtrend to an uptrend. This is why we love buying the breakout, guys. But the rest of the market, guys, the stock market specifically, has not been doing very well. The stock market has lost over 1.65 trillion the past week. And a few days ago, the US stock market recorded its worst day in 4 years. So as of now, the stock market as a whole, the US stock market, has officially lost over 10 trillion since President Trump was inaugurated. But Bitcoin has been holding pretty strong. And this is a very good sign. However, if we zoom in here, this is Bitcoin over USDT daily chart, we see that there is a death cross incoming, guys, that's about to occur. A death cross occurs when the 50-day moving average, the blue line, crosses below the 200-day moving average, the yellow line. And if this happens, we might see further downside out of Bitcoin. We might see Bitcoin breaking below this triangle pattern that it has been moving in the past few weeks. And therefore, we might see further downside out of Bitcoin if this death cross plays out, which is very, very possible. If we take a look at HBAR's chart, we see that the 50-day moving average is heading towards breaking below the 200-day moving average. So we might see a death cross here too. So you gotta be aware of that. Be careful of these death crosses. Whenever they occur, we expect to see further downside. But if HBAR holds strong, since it's currently sitting on this key level of support, we might see HBAR performing really, really well in the coming weeks, okay? So again, what I want to see is HBAR staying strong above this horizontal support that I have here on the chart that's located at 15 cents. And then we want to see a breakout. We might see some kind of sideways move before HBAR starts pumping again, but that's totally fine. After a downtrend like that, seeing some kind of consolidation is pretty bullish, okay, before the next leg up. I have these targets here for you guys. If you want to open this setup up on your own computer, make sure that you click the link in the description below and join my free Telegram group. The first target that I have here on the chart is located at 21 cents, and the measured move from this key level of support to this first target, that's a 37% move. It might not sound like a lot, guys, but HBAR is a large cap, basically, and it has a market cap of over 6.84 billion. Therefore, it needs some kind of liquidity to flow into it in order to move. It's not going to move easily, just like many other low caps that we've been talking about. The next target that I have here on the chart is located at 25 cents. From this key level of support to this second target, that's a 60% move, approximately. Huge move out of HBAR. Under these market conditions, guys, we shouldn't expect HBAR or many other altcoins to pump and hit all the targets that I have here on the chart, right? So we expect to see at least HBAR to hit the first or the second target at least after a very nice and confirmed breakout occurs. Let me know in the comments below, guys, what is your price prediction for HBAR for 2025? Are you bullish or bearish in the long term? If you want to trade this in a more aggressive manner, you might want to consider accumulating as close as you can to this key level of support before a breakout occurs, trying to basically front run the break above the falling wedge pattern. But this is a high risk, high reward play. If you want to trade this in a safer manner, make sure that you let the price action do its thing while moving inside the pattern, and then when you see a breakout, you can buy the breakout, scale in on the retest if it happens, and wait for a continuation move to the upside so you can take some profits when the price action hits the rest of the targets that I have here on the chart. And always make sure that you set up a stop loss, guys. If you decide to trade this aggressively, buying before the breakout, make sure that you set up a stop loss right below this key level of support, somewhere around this area, for example, because this helps you manage your risk properly, guys. If you buy the breakout here, for example, you might want to consider setting up a stop loss somewhere inside the pattern, just in case HBAR pulls back after the breakout. And as the price action moves higher and higher, make sure that you move your stop loss higher and higher every time, just in case HBAR breaks above one of these key horizontal levels of resistance and then decides to pull back again. So you can lock in some profits, move on to the next trade, or wait for HBAR to show some kind of structure before entering in again. That's all I had for you today. Thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next one, guys. Take care.